In this video, we check out the rest of the Friends Central Perk Cafe MOC.
Welcome, my fellow Lego fans, to another edition of Old Brick Town.
Welcome to part 2 of the Lego Friends Central Perk Cafe MOC video. If you didn't catch part 1, go check it out and then come on back for this exciting conclusion. Before we get into the interiors of the second and third floors, we're just taking another quick look at the exterior. Here is the overview of the second story. It has a loft apartment, a stairwell entry, and a small workspace. You might recognize the small Easter vignette Lego produced several years ago. A mother and son are boiling eggs to decorate. Alright, let's take a closer look at the details in the apartment. I lived in a loft apartment for many years in downtown Augusta, Georgia, and drew on some of my experiences there when considering the layout. And like the loft I lived in, there was no privacy except for the bathroom. I have very little space to work with because when I first designed this section, it was going to be an abandoned and dilapidated warehouse. Then I decided to add bathrooms to all 3 floors. Let's head over to the office area across the hall. It too is a small space, but I learned from my mistake and made a breakaway wall. Now let's get a better look at the interior and even have room to play. This is a great example of how you can pack a lot into such a tiny area. Also notice the low-cut wall on the far side for ease of access. Even on the breakaway wall, I've added a few details. Before we head into the second loft apartment, I want to show how I divided the floors from one another. Essentially, you have 2 separate buildings. For the second apartment, I had several pieces from the additional Lego Queer Eye sets I purchased to create a mashup of their studio space and the Daily Bugle. You'll be able to see the results of that endeavor in my next video. It turned out fabulous. You might also spot a few design elements from the Lego Seinfeld set, and yes, I'm working on a mock apartment building for that famous TV show as well. The bathroom here has a shower instead of a tub, and someone forgot to flush. I wish I made breakaway walls for this side of the building as well, but I might go back and redo it. Now it's time to head across the hall and check out the third floor office space. Here, a couple of scammers rented out this area to launch their evil schemes, from snail mail and telephone scams to ransomware. There's all manner of crime in Old Brick Town. This breakaway wall also has a bit of room for extra details. Alright, now onto the roof. For such a large space, I wanted to add a bit more character and stole a few ideas and builds from previous sets. Can you guess which ones? Here's one of my favorite mini builds of the set, the Central Perk Cafe sign. I'm going to take a real close look so you can figure out the pieces and techniques I used. Feel free to pause the video and take screenshots. Now let me show you the secrets to creating this mod/mock. Using Lego hinge elements on each of the floors enabled me to keep the shape of the original build and build the absent 4th wall from the set. The real challenge came from building the initial floor layout for the second story to create a structure that is both sound and aesthetically pleasing, especially for this corner area. While I'll probably not create instructions for the entire set, I might do so for the floor and the Central Perk Cafe sign. So stay tuned and let's take a sneak peek at the Queer Eye Daily Bugle mashup.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And if you like this video, watch a few of my others. But more importantly, happy building.